Hello guys, so bali ang topic natin for this time is the slope, no? Okay? So yung subject natin sa differential calculus, we have a subtopic which is yung the slope. But first, before natin pag-aralan yung the slope gamit ang derivative, i-review muna natin yung slope, no? Ano nga ba ang slope of a line? Slope of a line is measures its stiffness and direction. It is defined as the ratio of the change in y to the change in x. Let's say for example, ito yung ating xy plane, then we have a line. We have 2 points, point 1 and point 2, in which yung point 1 and point 2 natin meron siyang, of course, yung x and yung y, no? Yan. So let's say for example, at point na ito, tatawagin natin yung x na x1 and then y1, x2 and then y2, and then the slope or usually ang ginagamit na notation for the slope is equal to ito m, no? That is equal to y2 less y1, x2 less x1. Kung i-drawing natin yung line, for example, we have this is point 1. Okay, we have x1 and then x2 ups x1 and y1, and then we have this point, we have x2 and then y2. So yung y2 less y1, ito yon, no? y2 less y1, and then yung ano naman natin, x2 less x1 ay ito siya, no? Ayan. Okay. Kapag yung line natin or yung slope natin is positive, ibig sabihin niyan, yung line natin pa ganyan. Okay? Kapag yung slope naman natin ay negative, yung line natin ay pa ganyan. Balik tayo doon. Stiffness and direction. Na-discuss ko na yung direction. Kapag sinabi natin stiffness, sa Tagalog, kung gaano siya katarik, no? Kung bundok sana, kung gaano siya katarik, parang gano'n. Okay? Yan. If the slope is positive, the line rises from left to right. If negative, it falls, no? Sabi niya. Falls. Or sabihin na lang natin na yung direction niya ay pa left. Ayan, no? Ganyan yung direction niya. Pwedeng ganyan. Okay? So, kitang-kita nyo naman kung anong pagkakaiba ng positive na slope tsaka negative na slope. Okay? Horizontal lines have 0. Okay? Then kapag vertical lines, yung slope nila ay undefined. Okay? So balik tayo doon. So kapag ang line horizontal daw pa ganyan, okay, so yung m mo dyan ay 0 kasi nga wala ka namang y dyan eh. Ang equation na ito, x is equal to this is y is equal to constant, no? Kapag ang equation ng line kapag horizontal ay y is equal to constant, no? Kapag vertical naman, x is equal to constant. So kung mapapansin natin, halimbawa meron kang point 1 dito and then we have point 2 dito. So yung y2 less y1 mo is equal to 0, no? Automatic na yung slope mo ay 0. Dito naman, so kung balik-balikan natin yung ating formula ng slope, x2 less x1, ang x2 less x1 natin is equal to 0 kasi nga constant to, no? Or parehas yung x sa point 1 tsaka doon sa point 2. Okay? So kung ganyan, any number divided by 0 is undefined, no? Undefined ba yung sinabi dito? Ayan, undefined. Okay. Example, find the slope passing through points 1, 2, and then 4, 8. So, di ba, ano lang natin yan, di ba? 8 minus 2 divided by 4. Ayan, that is equal to 2. Okay? And then, we have forms of lines. We have the slope intercept form. So, ito yung kanyang form in which yung B dito is the y-intercept. Okay? So, halimbawa, meron tayong line. We have xy plane. Then, Okay, ito yung B natin, no? Ito yung B. Yan yung y-intercept na tinatawag. Ang ibig sabihin ng y-intercept, paano ba makukuha yung y-intercept? If i-equate natin sa equation, if gawin natin na x is equal to 0, makukuha dyan ang y-intercept, no? Kasi origin nga to, 0, 0. Okay? So at this line, we have the x-axis pala, no? And then the y-axis. Sa line na ito, sa y-axis na yan, ang x mo dyan ay 0. And this point naman, y is equal to 0. No? Then we have point slope form, tinatawag. Okay? So y less y1 equals m, x less x1. And then we have the standard form, no? Okay? ax plus by is equal to c. Wherein yung a and b are the coefficient of x and y respectively, and then yung c, that is the constant. Okay, example, find the slope of a line whose equation is y equals 2x plus 1. Okay, so y equals 2x plus 1. 2.1, tama ba? 2.1 ba yun? 1.2 pala, no? Example 1.2. So example 1.2, y equals 2x plus 1. Okay? So kung babalikan natin yung forms of a line, meron tayong, anong tawag to? Intercept form ata to kanina. Tama ba? Slope intercept form. So we have y equals mx plus b. So automatic na ang m natin is equal to 2. No? Ayan. Next, 1.1 pala to. 1.2. Paano naman kapag sinabi na 2y less x less 2 is equal to 0? So 2x less y less 2 is equal to 0. So ang gawin lang natin, transform lang natin into the slope intercept form. Okay, so ihiwalay natin si y, lahat ng ito, tsaka yan, ilipat natin dun sa kabila. So negative y equals, magiging positive na sila. Ito negative pala to, plus 2. Negative 2x. And then multiply both sides by negative 1. So y equals 2x plus 2. So still, m is equal to 2. Okay? Ayan. Next problem. How about use derivative? O, ayan. So, gamitin daw natin yung derivative para hanapin yung slope of a line. His equation is 2y less x minus 2. So, balik tayo doon sa natin. Sample ay yung problem natin. We have 2x. Tama ba? Bakit parang baliktad? 2y. Ayan, 2y pala dapat yon. Okay, so i-resin na lang natin to. That should be 2y less x, no? Then, pati to 2y less x less 2 is equal to 0. Okay? So, paano ba nating hahanapin yung kanyang, pwede rin na pala nating i-apply yung b over a, no? b over a, tama ba? b over a, tama. Yung slope pala natin, pwede rin yung b over a, wherein yung a natin is the, x-intercept, no? Anyway, gawin muna natin, i-transform muna natin into standard form. So, lahat ng ilipat doon sa kabila, yung walang y is equal to x plus 2. Ngayon, i-divide natin both sides by, or multiply natin both sides by 1 over y, 1 over 2. Okay? So, magiging y equals 1 half ng x plus 2. So, ipasok natin ito doon sa loob. Okay? So, y equals x, 1 half x, 1 half x, tapos plus 1. So, m is equal to 1/2. O paano naman sir yung sinasabi mo na kunin mo yung kanyang y-intercept tsaka x-intercept? So 2y is equal to x plus 2. Sabi ko kanina, para makuha natin yung y-intercept, i-equate natin yung x into 0. So let x is equal to 0. Okay? So 2y is equal to 2. Tama ba? So y is equal to 1. Ito na yung ating, or b is equal to, ito na mismo si y is equal to b is equal to the y is equal to 1. Then ito na yung b natin. Is equal to the b, or yan yung y-intercept. Okay? Paano naman kukunin si x-intercept? So let ano lang naman yan, no? So let 2y is equal to 2x plus 2. Equate naman natin ngayon si y into 0. Okay? So magiging 0 na to is equal to x plus 2. So x is equal to negative 2. So ito na yung magiging a natin, or x-intercept. Then m is equal to b over a. Ano ba yung b natin? Ang b natin ay 1. And then negative 2. And then ang a natin ay, ano na to? Negative, mali. Yung formula natin for this slope dapat negative pala to, no? Ayan. So, negative. That should be negative. Lagyan natin dito. So, negative 1 over negative 2. So, yung m mo dyan is 1/2. So, ganun siya, no? Okay? Now, so balik tayo dun sa problem 3. We have 2y less x less 2 is equal to 0. I-apply daw natin yung derivative. Actually, para makuha natin yung slope gamit ang derivative, ang slope ng isang line or any line, no, that is equal to the derivative ng y with respect to x. Okay? So, kunin natin yung derivative. So, 2y prime, or magano tayo? 2 dy less dx, okay? Less 0 is equal to 0. So, paghiwalayin natin, 2 dy is equal to dx. So, dy over dx is equal to 1/2. Okay, so parehas lang ha. That is equal to the slope. Okay, next is on secant lines and average rate of change. So in calculus, a secant line is a straight line that connects two distinct points on a curve. Take note on a curve ang sinasabi dito, no? Curve. It is used as a tool to understand the average rate of change of a function between those 2 points. The concept of a secant line is fundamental to the geometric definition of the derivative. Here's how it relates, no? So sabi niya, so kung halimbawa meron tayong curve, okay, halimbawa ito yung curve natin. Start with a curve and pick a point P on it. For example, yung point P natin ay ito, yung nasa baba, no? Ito, yan. And choose a second point somewhere else on the curve. So dapat daw yung point na yun ang pipiliin natin, Q, halimbawa ito yung Q, ay nasa curve, no? Huwag niyo munang isipin yung tangent dito, yan. Huwag niyo magpakialaman yan. Draw a secant line that passes through both points and P and Q. Ito na yun. Yung line na sinasabi niya, yun na yung sa ating secant line. So the slope of this secant line represents the average rate of change of the function over the interval between P and Q. Okay? Ayan. So let us define ano yung slope ng secant. So the formula for the slope ng secant is, sabi dito, okay, the slope of for a curve y is equal to function of x, the slope of a secant line between 2 points x, f of x, and point x plus h, and then f of x plus h is, ito daw yung formula natin. So let us draw para mas maintindihan ninyo, no? So let's say for example, meron tayong curve. Ayan, ito yung curve natin. Let's say ito yung point 1 or this is x and then f of x. Okay? Then we have another point, ito. Then the distance between the 2 points is h. So at this point, it will be ano to? It will be x plus h, no? Okay? And then f of x plus h. Ayan. So yung ano daw, yung slope daw or yung m ay yung difference nito. Ayan. Okay, ayan. Yung difference niyan, tama ba? Check natin. Ito, tama, yung nasa taas. Yung difference nun divided by h. So, ito. This is, yung difference niyan ay f of x plus h less x plus, no. F of x. Yan. And then, itong baba naman natin ay h. No? Okay, so yun daw yung slope. Ito divided by ito. Okay? This represents the average rate of change of the function over the interval. So yung slope daw na yan, yung m ng second is the average rate of change of the function over the interval. Okay? For example, for a function f of x is equal to x squared, find the average rate of change from x is equal to 2 to x is equal to 5. Okay, so magiging 25. Substitute lang natin yung 5, no? Dito. Yan. So sa may x squared natin, 5 squared is 25. Ito na siya, yung 25 natin. And then yung minus f of 2 is 4 kasi nga 2 raised to 2 is 4. Divide natin sa difference ng x, 5 minus 2. So that is 7. So, ganun lang kasimple yung slope ng second line. Okay, so that is the average. So on average, the function increases 7 units in y for each unit in x. So kapag mag-i-increase daw ng 1 unit yung x, yung y naman mag-i-increase ng 7 units. Okay? Tangent lines and the derivative as a slope. The slope of a tangent line represents the instantaneous rate of change of a function at a single point. It is found by taking the limit of the function of a second lines. Yan. Okay. Or yung slope ng tangent is equal to the first derivative ng function. Okay. Yan, di ba kung matatandaan ninyo itong part na to, limit ng f of blah 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 less f of x over h as x approaches 0. Diba ito yung primary na inano natin dito, primary derivative. First principle ay mean ng derivative. Okay, yan yung formula natin. Okay. So therefore the derivative gives the slope of the curve at that point. For example, f of x is equal to x squared. Find the slope of the tangent line at x is equal to 3. Balikan pala natin yung tangent line. Okay, ito yung ating tangent line, no? Okay. So, halimbawa, meron kang point dito. Para madrawing mo yung line na yon, yung tangent na yan. Yan. Yan, yung tsura niya, no? Tangent. Okay, tangent doon sa curve. Okay, so, balik tayo doon sa x square. Let us draw yung curve. Ang itsura ng curve pala natin ay ano bang itsura niyan? Pag ganyan, no? Ang itsura ng curve natin. Ganyan. Oops, pangit yung drawing ko. Ayusin natin. Ayan. Hirap. Yan, yung tsura for example, no? Okay, so halimbawa, Yan yung itsura ng curve natin. Ito yung 0 and 0. And then, nandito yung 3 natin. 3 and then, ewan ko kung ano yung y na yan. And then, yung line natin is tangent dito. So, ang tinatanong, ano daw yung slope ng line na ito? Ano daw yung slope ng line? Okay? Given that, yung equation natin, that is y is equal to x squared. Okay? So, we have x and y axis. So, para mahanap natin yung slope ng line na tangent dyan, kunin natin yung first derivative. So, y is equal to x squared. So, dy is equal to 2x dx. No? So, dy over dx, yan na yung slope no, ng tangent line that is equal to 2x. And then yung x dyan, substitute lang natin. Okay? So, 2 times 3, ayan, yung 3 natin doon. So, yung slope natin is equal to 6. Ganun lang kasimple. Hanapin ang slope ng tangent line at a given point sa may curve. No? Okay? Ayan. 6, tama, 6. So, the tangent line at 3 and 9, paano ba natin nahanap pala yung 9? Siyempre, 3 square ito. Ayan. 3 square is equal to 9. As the slope is 6 and its equation is y less 9 equals 6 quantity x minus 3. So, paano ba na-derive yung equation na yan? Okay? So, di ba kung babalikan natin yung point slope form na tinatawag sa line, no? Forms of line, y less y1 equals mx less, ano to? x1. Okay? Yung x dito, x1, siya na si 3, no? x1 is equal to 3. And then, yung y1 natin dyan, yung y is equal to, ano yan, x square, substitute natin yon 3 square is equal to 9. So, y less y1 is 9 is equal to m, na nakuha natin ay 6, x less 3. Ayan, di ba? So, y, ayan na siya. Kamukha na siya. Magkamukha na ba yun? Ayan, tama. Actually, pwede pa nating i-simplify ito, di ba? In standard form, y less 9 equals, expand natin, 6x less 18, and then, lipat natin si ano doon, si y, 6x less y, and then si negative 9, lipat natin doon, magiging less 9 is equal to 0. So, ito na yung ating standard form. Paano naman yung point, anong tawag doon? Slope-intercept form. Okay? So, yung slope-intercept form natin, ganito yung kanyang itsura. Okay, yan. So, 6x less y less 9 is equal to 0. So, multiply natin ng negative 1 para mag-positive si y. So, negative 6x plus y plus 9 is equal to 0. So, iwan natin si y dito sa left. Yung dalawa, ito, tsaka doon, nilipat natin sa right. Magiging positive to, magiging 9. So, yan yung ating point slope form. Slope intercept form. Okay? Ayan.